Almas bonitas. For the ones who took the second path, which is the second path, darkness. Whether you call yourself Satanist, dark empath, if you are sure, or just because you like it, you are on the path of darkness, I have seen a lot of you struggling extremely, a lot of hardships and attacks from the collective. If you're in the public eye, you are going to be rejected, criticized negatively. You're going to be seen as disgusting, grotesque, and weird. Mainly because the second path not only is source energy, the light was born from darkness, so this is source energy, and not every dark practitioner is out there destroying, stealing, causing harm on nature or on the divine workers. However, not many will understand this. Very few will understand that there are indeed good dark practitioners of darkness who are on the good side. The reason that being is because nothing would be possible without this precious element of darkness. Even the biggest and the most beautiful star will never shine without darkness. The moon would not be possible without darkness. However, like I said before, this world is spiritually dead. Very few are the awakened, and even less are the enlightened. So you are in for a world of pain, because this path, even when it is the first path, we choose the light, is very cruel and painful. There's a lot of hardships in this path, and when you choose darkness, it's even more complicated. But if you at a soul level, you feel like this is your path, like this is the one road you have to take, it's because your soul is strong enough to handle it. But know that you have to transcend death itself. You're going to go through many deaths spiritually and maybe even physically before you can actually succeed in this path. I speak of this for personal experience because my direct ancestors are the Duat. The Duat, or the dual nature, is the third part. The third part is working on both light and darkness, and that's even worse. The second part is very hard. The third part is the hardest, the most crushing, the most soul, spiritual, mental, psychological, and physically crushing missions, attacks go to the ones who are on the third path. Now, if you have chosen this path, know that you have to be, or better yet, lose the fear of dying. Lose the fear of fighting back. It doesn't matter who comes against you or what or how many, 1 or a million. Don't punch them. Punch through them. Don't caress them. Destroy them without mercy. Unless you don't have a reason to do so. And don't be afraid of breaking the laws if you are on the path of darkness. The darkness is the highest level of instinct. Have you observed how a very loving dog reacts when he senses danger? Well, darkness, it's a little more advanced than that. It doesn't think, it doesn't plan, and it doesn't discern upon the consequences. It just acts. That's what it means to be source of all life. Once darkness is pure potential, when darkness is not corrupted, it knows, it understands that by coming out, by protecting the way it does, it risks being rejected. It risks being seen as something disgusting, as grotesque, destructive, and something to be afraid of. And even then, it protects over and over and over and over. Most unconscious human beings are in an eternal cycle of warfare within themselves because they are rejecting, they are killing themselves every and each time that they are transmuting, rejecting, and giving consciously or unconsciously these fragments of their inner selves. They are ready to work that side of themselves, and therefore they may live lifetimes, many generations of inner war with themselves before they can actually reach a level where they can identify, integrate, and heal their own darkness. Now, if you are in the public eye and you have publicly stated that you are a Satanist or a dark practitioner, whoever is not ready to understand you is going to attack you. Those who don't do it with words will do it with energy, and you will know. You will feel the impact. So you have to brace yourself mentally, spiritually, psychologically, and physically for these impacts. You see, in my case, I work with a lot of demons. I have a lot more loyal demons than I have humans on my side. A normal person will never understand this. Anyone who's not on this path would understand. It's not possible for them. They can't grasp the idea of someone who's light and darkness, someone who can be an angel but also a demon, someone who gives life but also takes it when needed, because that's what it is my responsibility in this lifetime. And I can't expect anyone to understand that. It doesn't matter who they are, how old they are, where they come from. That's a destiny of the highest level. And most mothers, most fathers would have difficulty with giving birth, and when that child has gone on the wrong path, to actually kill it. That's the highest level. The pinnacle of evolution is that one. So if you are actually in this path, brace yourself for that, and do whatever you have to. Don't ever steal anyone's energy. You can even ask for it. Celestial beings grant miracles every day. But you have to know when to ask, how to ask for it, and never take it without permission. Ever. And you will gain the favor of the celestials. Because pure darkness is a reality. Sacred darkness is very real. What protects the light is darkness. What keeps the cosmos in place is darkness. These are incredibly massive, colossal, primordial dragons of darkness, but they are pure darkness. This isn't corrupted darkness. This is not destructive darkness. This is nothing new, but it's out of records because humanity has never been ready to grasp such ideals, to process that kind of information, because in this world, humanity has been taught to be so afraid of darkness that they fear their own shadow, and they have been in war with themselves for way too long, so very long. Now, it is also well known that within the Egyptians, the Hindu, and I say it for personal experience because I work with darkness quite a lot, more so than I work with humans. Some of my closest generals in the underworld have the contract that if they accumulate enough credits within time, I can create a very soul for them, a soulless being of darkness, who's not necessarily out there causing harm, destroying, stealing. They can get a soul. If someone like that or an entity of such can get that kind of deal, pure darkness can rise above and beyond your own imagination. So crawl, roll, jump, run, do whatever you have to. Move forward, continue, expand, and transcend. Your reward is not something you can imagine, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard, very complicated. You must go through many deaths, physical, mental, spiritual, and a soul level. For personal experience, I can tell you that you have to die at a soul level many times before you succeed. It is the price to pay for it. But the rewards is something far beyond your imagination. You cannot begin to grasp the idea of how rewarding that is. Right now, in this very moment, even the fallen angels are getting deals never before given. It is a once in a lifetime, because right now, as long as the guardian of the universe is alive and able to provide that kind of deal to return or get back to God, the Creator, if a fallen angel can get that kind of deal, can you even imagine what sacred darkness get? Yeah, it's a big deal. You have chosen one of the hardest, most soul crushing paths. Brace yourself, but if you have what it takes, keep moving forward. And you're not alone. Clearly, not in this universe, not in the unseen. The underworld is filled with demons, and not all demons are destructive. Not all demons are corrupted. That's a lie. And not all demons are to be feared unless you go against them. Even if you are not on the dark path, why would you be afraid of a demon? What have you done against them to be afraid? That's like being afraid of my neighbor when the only thing I have been is being nice to them. I have no reason to fear them because I have done nothing wrong. It is the same with darkness. But humanity, this world, is not ready for that. What you are offering is great, so great, that the world is not ready for it. But that's no reason to give up. And I speak that for personal experience. Because as a dual nature that I am, my life has been anything but easy. It's been war after war after war ever since I was in the womb of my mother. So I understand just how painful it is, how complicated it is, how so crushing it can get. But it's worth it. It really is worth it. All the sacrifice, all the pain, all the suffering, all the humiliation, all of it. Because if anyone can learn to turn all of this into its own blessing, it's someone who doesn't know how to give up. Darkness doesn't know when to give up. It dies trying. We all know that. So, in the spirit realm, you're never alone. And the guardian of the universe is both. That says a lot. A whole lot. The one who protects consciousness and the light, being darkness. Everything is changing. So for all those dark empaths out there, don't give up, and if you are on the wrong side, don't worry. You'll be killed, yes, but you can come back, and maybe then you can have a better way of thinking. Good luck with that one.